Welcome to BizTalk at Meritz, the new video series to bring you up to date on how we're doing here at Meritz. We're kicking off a video series, BizTalk at Meritz, to talk to you about how the overall corporation is doing. So here we go.
We had a pretty strong fiscal year 14. It was a better than expected performance, and a credit to everyone who pulled their weight in the respective jobs that they hold to make that happen. So thank you. This year is going to be a little bit more challenging, I think. We have ongoing pressure from our largest client. As we've all watched, General Motors is going through its own fits and starts relative to recalls and things of that nature. Some of that may provide opportunities for us, but I'm sure that some of it will put some pressure on us as well. We're certainly seeing a fair amount of digital disruption in our businesses, threatening us and threatening sort of some of the things that we've long done for our customers. At the same time, those open up new opportunities. Digital disruption really does require a mindset of innovation, and we use the term innovation and growth, because to innovate just for the sake of innovating it might be enjoyable for short term, but it doesn't pay the bills, and it certainly doesn't grow our business or put us in a position where we can actually provide greater value for our customers. So we continue to focus on the art and the science of innovating. In large part, that's being done through the initiative we call the Innovation Growth Group, and we're about to hold an innovation symposium, our second annual innovation symposium, where we're bringing outside speakers to come and meet with us, talk with us. We're going to introduce some workout sessions and some things in that particular a couple of days that I think are going to be exciting, but that's a one-time deal. As it sits today, the Innovation Growth Group is working with all of our businesses on various projects that will help us, number one, innovate, and number two, meet that growth objective and find new ways to use the long-standing skills that we have here at Meritz to deliver greater value for customers. This whole digital revolution, it keeps me awake on two fronts: with excitement, because I think there's great opportunity in it, but with some trepidation, because it will require a change in us. It'll require that we become and continue to be adaptive, that we look for new and innovative ways to do things, not necessarily of our own design, but that we grab those tools and those opportunities that are in front of us without feeling like we have to invent everything. That we are able to free up enough time from what I would call more mundane tasks so that we can innovate, to grow. Those are, everybody's being challenged by this. The world is changing and moving at such a fast pace. The consumer is in charge. And how we help our customers manage that is going to be solely dependent upon our ability to grab the right thing or the right opportunity and to make it work, and to not hang too tightly onto some of the paradigms that we've known over the past several years. Well, I continue to be focused on our efforts to continue to make sure that we improve our cost to serve initiatives, but that we're not a penny wise and a pound foolish. That we are also at the same time taking those dollars, and again goes back to my statement about what I see for FY15. We're taking some of those dollars and repatriating them, putting them back into our businesses, so that we're making the investments necessary to sustain and grow for the long term. And it is a delicate balancing act, and it isn't always readily apparent to every individual who watches it happen as to this is being done to free up for this, for that, I do certainly want to make sure, I do firmly believe that people have to be, this only works with people, right? And everybody here has to be as excited and willing to look forward, and that we're giving them enough information to do so. How do we put enough emphasis on growing and making the right investments to grow while we continue to rise to the occasion of the expectation our customers have and the expectation the market is placing on us to be effective and efficient as we grow? In other words, how do we keep our costs in line At the same time, we need to make the investments necessary to expand our business. Well, I think just because of some of the pressure we've felt from General Motors as they have downsized standards for excellence, we will struggle to get back to FY14 levels in just total profitability. But like I said, you know, the nice thing about being in a long-term company like we are versus a quarter-to-quarter company is we're investing also dollars in the future. So some of those profits are being reinvested in things like Century Next Rewards and in the HRIS systems and in ACI and in bond brand loyalty. And I could go on and on because every business is getting some investment dollars. Some of that's being put towards frontline sales professionals. Some of that's being put towards operational systems. Some of that's being put towards strengthening our resolve as it relates to market and customer and to ensure that we've got the best solutions in the marketplace to take on both the competitive threat, but also the demands. The customers expect more today. They expect more from us. They expect more from everybody who supplies them, and they're really interested in getting value. So this whole issue of value for the dollar is continuing to increase. I am excited about the economy. The economy does seem to be, you know, we just crossed 17,000 points on the Dow, and I do see that particularly the U.S.-based economy strengthening, and I think that will help to lead the world in strengthening the economy, and that always means good things for us. So while this may be one of those transitional years, I do have a pretty strong feeling about the strength of where we're headed in the next 3 to 5.